Alright, good morning everyone. Hope you're having a beautiful day so far. Today I'm going to be checking out this mysterious train that quietly runs through one of Japan's biggest cities. So right now I'm at Biwajima Station, which is one station away from Nagoya, and I'm going to be taking that mysterious train from here. What's interesting about this train is that this is technically a JR train, but it's not operated by the main JR company. Instead, it's operated by one of their subsidiary companies called JR Central Transport Service Company. Since this is one of the end stops of that train, I'm going to be taking that all the way to the other end stop. Right here it is. The train I'm going to be taking, the name of it is called the Johoku line. And the other end stop is Kachigawa Station. The platform itself looks very similar to the one for the regular JR Central. So the Japanese name of the subsidiary company is called JR Tokai Kotsu Jigyo. So Tokai Kotsu Jigyo. So yeah, you can see the TJK mark on the train sign and throughout the platform. Oh, it's another limited express train. Oh, this is Tokyo Shirataki. The face is different. That is so cool. Oh my god. I'm foaming pretty hard in the morning. This is the Momotaro, the freight train. Oh, this is definitely on the longer side. Here is the Tokaido Shinkansen, the N700, also known as Japan's fastest bullet train. The regular JR Central train. Oh my god, this place is quite busy, huh? This one is heading to Gifu. Alright, here's the train. And it's called the Johoku line. This is a diesel train that's only one car. It says on the train over here, you have to get on from the back and exit from the front. Hard to give them the ticket once you get off. As for inside the car, there's a long seat over here, and then most of them are box seats. That's a nice comfy ride compared to regular commuter trains. So this is the Johoku line, a lesser known train that opened in 1991 and runs between Biwajima Station and Kachigawa Station in Aichi Prefecture. This train is run by a small company called Tokai Transport Service, which is a subsidiary of JR Central. Even though this is located in a big city of Nagoya, there's usually only one train every hour. And what makes this train even stranger is that it's a diesel train running on elevated tracks. You normally see trains like this in the countryside filled with nature and running on the ground, so seeing one high up in the city is pretty rare. There's actually a pretty interesting history behind why this line was built like this, which I'll tell you more about it later in the video. As for this riding experience, there are two things that you should know in advance if you're interested in riding this. First, this train is more on the expensive side. I think it's because this is technically not a JR train but the JR subsidiary train. And second thing, you cannot use an IC card here. You have to pay with cash in a coin box on the train just like on a bus. So beforehand, I think it's a good idea to bring a lot of coins with you. There is an exchange machine right in front of the door, But this process I actually think is one of the more stressful moments when riding public transportations here. So I just usually prepare my own coins in advance. And since I'm riding this train for the first time, I thought it would be cool to get off at one station. The one I'm going to check out is the least used train station in all of Nagoya City. すみません、間違えて違う乗車券買っちゃったんですけど、追加で160円入れてもいいですか？はい、ありがとうございます。Okay, we are here at the least used train station in Nagoya. Before I reveal it, let's say goodbye to this iconic rural-looking diesel train. I thought those were like mussels, but that looks like a fish. Okay, bye-bye. See, I don't know if some people understand like how interesting this station is or this train is, because the closest diesel train in Tokyo is most likely the Hachiko line, and that is at least an hour away from the central Tokyo area. But this one is 5 minutes away, or 3 to 5 minutes away from Nagoya Station. So I don't know, I feel like that's really cool. Well, enough of me geeking. I'm here to show you the least used train station in Nagoya City, and the name of it is called Hira Station. So the number of daily users for the station in 2019 was about 119 people. And to show you how little that is, I'll show you the number of daily users for the most used train station in Nagoya City, which is probably Nagoya Station. I'll put it over here in the caption. The next train we have to take is at 9:58 a.m. It's 9:30 right now, so I have about 20 minutes to explore. If I miss this train, I'll have to wait about an hour. So yeah, I'm gonna take this time to explore. Because you pay inside the train, I don't think there is those train gates. Yeah, we are officially out of the station. This is Johoku line Noriba. It's a residential, like a regular residential area. Is that a river area? Let's go check that place out. I think this is the only place I can go to before going back. All right, here's the vibe around the platform and station. It's kind of hard to tell that this is the entrance for a train station. There's a lot of cars parked on the left side over here. It's just construction. And then there is a park over there. That is probably a love hotel. Hotel D. They should have added E's nuts to it. So it would have been Hotel D's nuts. Gotti. Once we walk a little bit farther down, you can enjoy the grass over here on the left side. Oh, some trees. And right now it's technically still, well, I don't know if it's fall. This year Japan's weather has been very weird. Fall felt shorter than usual. But they have some orange leaves over here. The sun is still bright, but this is probably the peak view you'll get around this area. I'm glad it's not raining today. Well, when you walk farther down, you can see the typical playground area on the right side. And then more trees, more fall leaves. Oh, it's quite nice. This also seems to be a nice place to run. Oh, there's also a rim. The basketball rim. One of the downsides of Japan is that it's hard to find rims like this at parks. I will be heading back to, Hira Station to go all the way to the end stop.
まもなく1番線に列車が参ります。危険ですから黄色い線の内側にお下がりください。まもなく列車が参ります。ご注意ください。電線をお取りください。入り口の電線をお取りください。この列車は柏行き。
So early in the video, I mentioned that this train line has an interesting history. Originally, these tracks weren't meant for people at all. They were built when the railway was run by the government to carry heavy freight trains across the city. But plans changed in 1987 when the National Railway was split up into private companies. JR Central took over this line, but they didn't need it for freight anymore. And since the tracks were already there, they decided to turn it into a train for people instead. However, there is a catch. Before JR became a private company, a government organization called the Railway Construction Public Corporation built these tracks. This organization let the railway use them, but they had to pay for them over a very long time. After it became a private company, because the Johoku line is in an area managed by JR Central, they are the ones who have to pay the bill. Right now, they're paying about 4 to 5 billion yen every single year. This deal lasts until the year 2032 when they finally own the tracks. But because they're spending so much money right now, they don't want to spend even more money right now. So they're basically going to wait until 2032 when they fully pay it off to make any changes if they want to. And there are some rumors about what JR Central might do once they finish paying it off. You can see more details about this when we get off at Kachigawa Station. Okay, we are at the final stop, which is Kachigawa Station. And from here, you can transfer to the JR Chuo line that can take you back to Nagoya Station within, I think, like 10 minutes. And to transfer though, it says the Noriba is over there. And this is where you can see something interesting that voiceover Tanner probably and hopefully mentioned. Also over here, it's the depot area for the Johoku line. Well, it's cool seeing it from this angle. It's quite a long walk to the JR Chuo line platform. There's a train staff doing some maintenance thing for the train. Okay, so here's a better angle of what I was talking about. You know how this looks like it just ended abruptly? I feel like this part can definitely connect to the JR Chuo line. And if you look at the other side, the space for this port is way bigger than the one on the other side. Maybe they made it like this so that they can connect these two lines in the future. But I don't think there's any official announcement yet regarding that, so we'll see if it happens or not. Alright, so I gotta take the JR Chuo line that's coming soon to film my next video, so I hope you enjoyed this one. If you happen to be around Nagoya and want to take a local diesel train, then you definitely should take this one because it's only a 3 to 5 minute train ride from Nagoya Station. If you enjoyed this one, the algorithm thinks you enjoyed this one over here, so feel free to check this video as well. Alright, thank you for watching, see you guys later, bye bye.